Welcome to another real-time trade. In this video, I'll discuss several ways to manage the trade to empower you to design a trade management model that suits your unique mental wiring. This is the stuff of the real game. Now let's join the trade in progress. Hey guys, Czar here. Hope all is well. Good morning to you. It is 9:31. Market has just opened. That first candle right there. And now we're into the second candle, of course, on the 1 minute chart here. This is the NASDAQ. Let me take you over to the Three Sisters, as I typically do here on the open. We'll take a quick snapshot of what's going on as the market's opening. First few chaotic bars here. Look at this. You see the NASDAQ selling down and Dow trying to spike up higher. It just hit a new high for the session. And that means the European session, of course, the UK session here, and now we've started the North American session. New York. It is 9:32 a.m. New York time, Eastern Standard Time. Give you a quick look at the NASDAQ here. This is the daily, of course. Very bullish week and a half. 30-minute down here on the bottom left-hand side. So daily top left, 30-minute bottom left in a range or a zone here, if you like. A little bit of chaos here in the open. One of the reasons why I don't trade, typically for the first 10 minutes minimum. Sometimes I will if things are very compelling, but for the most part I don't. That's the NASDAQ. This is the S&P. Same thing, daily up, very bullish daily, week and a half here. Heading into key resistance zone here though, so be watching for that to react if we get that high. And of course we are now breaking through a 30-minute zone that goes back many days. As a matter of fact, goes back to October 17th, and today is November the 8th. So you get the idea. It is Wednesday. It's hump day today, middle of the week. Watching this thing go. And now the Dow, again, bullish week and a half here up on the daily. And then the 30-minute down, bottom left, just kind of gyrating around here, as you can see on this open. Powell, by the way, is speaking, or he started speaking at 9:15. I actually don't listen to his speeches at all. It's completely irrelevant to me. I'm just watching what the markets do as a reaction to what he's saying. The content is really unusable, in my humble opinion, in the moment. And I've done videos on that to explain why I believe that. Some flash chats and things of that nature. You can certainly look them up on my YouTube channel. Thanks for being here today, guys. I am going to be cutting out dead air and non-teaching moments, sideways grinding action, things of that nature to keep this video nice and tight as always. But I'll have this on. This video will be running all day until I get a trade, if I do. And I typically get one trade in this environment, sometimes two or even three, occasionally four. Lately it's been about one a day because VIX is so incredibly low. 14 handle on VIX. Let's go take a look at it right now. There it is. 14.7, down about a 1% from yesterday. The Dow VIX is at 11.99, and so we are in a low fear environment right now for the time being. It's fine for up moves, these rallies, as you can see, but looking for reversals and things of that nature, they struggle to follow through very often, and so that's fine too. I let my swing trades and position trades take care of my longs, so I don't worry too much about this. I take part in it, but outside of this model, the model that this channel is all about, of course, is the Razor's Edge index day trading model. And that's what we focus on here. I'll put you on pause, guys, and I'll bring you back as things develop here. Pause now. All right, guys, we're back, and I'm watching the NASDAQ here in particular. It's 9:58 now, so we got 2 minutes left until a new candle starts in the 30 minutes. And as many of you know, a new 30-minute candle is when I get interested in at least taking a peek here at the charts and seeing what's happened. You see we're rejecting here quite aggressively now at this resistance zone from yesterday in the New York session. Of course, we are now in the New York session again. So the same or similar participants. We have also rejecting from yesterday's high and a very key resistance zone on the daily. Watching this closely now, I'm getting interested here at this point. I'm going to put this marker here. This is not an order, it's just me thinking. Not a trade, not an order. Just visualizing. All right, guys, new candle has begun. Watching very closely here now. All right, live order, guys, sell stop. Live order right there. Here we go. And I'm in, guys. Triggered in. Short the NASDAQ. First trade of the day. Second trade of the week. I was not here on Monday. And yesterday was one trade that lasted 3.5 hours. More than that, actually. Another one of those. The last week and a half or so with this very low VIX has been it's been like that, sitting in trades for a long time, fewer setups, things of that nature. A bit messy. I know I'm not alone. A lot of other traders are feeling the same thing. I'll put you on pause for now, guys. I'll bring you back. The coin has been tossed, and we will watch this to see how it progresses from here. And target 1 has been hit. So the 1R all or nothing trader has left the game with full profitability. And of course, the 2R move stop to break even at 1R has now moved their stop to break even right there. So they'll either get a 2R or they'll get a 0, a break even, depending on what happens from here. We're going to continue to watch here, guys. I'll be back. We'll talk more about this, but this is a zone reversal trade, as you can imagine. I'll give you some more detail as we get back. And target 2 has been hit, finally. I had to drop to a 3-minute chart here, guys, just to fit all these candles in. I've been in this trade since 10 a.m. It is now 12:01, so another 2-hour plus trade so far. We're not even done yet, of course. But the 1.5 hour all or nothing trader, of course, has left the game as well and has full profits. And so we'll watch this now and see if it's going to drive down any further here. And target 3 has been hit. Finally, again, entered this trade at 10 a.m. It is now 12:07, so 2-hour and 10-minute trade almost. And zone reversal, guys, just to remind you of what this is all about. Fairly textbook, not the cleanest of 30-minute structures here, but I certainly didn't need a clean white candle into this zone and then an opposite color and a break, because we were still very much in the first hour, in the first half hour, as a matter of fact, of trading, where there's a lot of volume under normal circumstances. Of course, today, in the last week and a half with low VIX, it doesn't always play out immediately, as you can see here today. But the daily structure is very, very important. As a matter of fact, let me take you over to the daily 3 sisters. So this is all 3 of them now: NASDAQ, S&P, and Dow on the 3 sisters. And you can see the NASDAQ over here very much at a double top, tapping into yesterday's high and then rejecting. And that's what I was playing off. But not only that, having tapped into and rejecting from this very, very key resistance zone going back to October 12th, which preceded this very significant sell-off, and then this almost unprecedented bull run here for the last week and a half, which is by any stretch getting a little bit tired and due for a pause. There haven't been many of these in history, as a matter of fact, coming from where this is, 7, 8, 9 days in a row of new highs. And so, and then when we see the same kind of structure here, double tops virtually on all 3 of them, this becomes a vulnerable pattern where there's possibly a shorting opportunity, at least for a piece of the action. That's what we were able to get here today. So we have the daily structure rejecting from the daily, We had a push up here on the opening candle of the 30, rejection. This became a doji candle after a very strong start, and then a breakdown below, or a flip below. Now you remember from the beginning of the video the 1 minute chart. This is the 3 minute chart. I'm going to leave it here so this formatting doesn't get messed up. But even here you can see a micro double top here on the 3 minute, a slight penetration, which is a very powerful bearish move. So it's called a 2B reversal by Victor Sperendale's definition, going back to the late 70s and 80s. But it's a well-known pattern, a double top with a marginal penetration, usually picking up some liquidity before dropping down, and then taking the break of structure that you can see very clearly on the 1 minute chart. And so all four models were able to profit fully, as you can tell. I won't walk through them, you know what they are by now. I want to thank you for being here, guys, and for supporting me and the channel. Thank you for clicking the like button on the way out, for saying hi in the comments if you don't mind. And hopefully we'll see you again this afternoon, but who knows, in this low VIX environment, one trade a day seems to be the way to go. But I'm open to more if anything else sets up. Have an amazing afternoon, guys. We'll talk soon. Take care.